like these real macho dudes are like, man, I don't mind queers, man, but they better not hit on me. They're always the unfuckable ones.
How do you know?
How that they're unfuckable?
Yeah.
Because they say shit like that.
Who up in there? Who up in there? What the? Ooh!
Nigga, what's poppin', yo? Taking that shit. Leave me the fuck alone, boy. Hey, what the toilet paper at? Leave me the fuck alone, boy.
Well, we're back.
Yeah, Duncan's back, whatever.
Yeah.
He's fat. He's fat back.
We're back. A lot of stuff's happened since
Yeah, where have you been, dude? You've been gone for like 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's been way too long. I've been going to Washington.
They legalized marijuana or something?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. Them and Oregon both went to both states.
You're going for 5 weeks.
No.
The podcast continued.
I was only gone for 1 week, but that's, if it's not one thing, it's another.
He had a prolapse anus, like
Yeah,
I said in
yeah.
the previous episode, and he had to have it.
I tried the goatsy, but it didn't work out.
Well, what happened was the doctor took him in there to fix his prolapsed anus, and he said, "God, what an asshole." And then he flipped Duncan over and he said, "God, what an asshole."
When I had like those shitty, the shitty Padoom, Yeah.
Speaking of drums, I did a house party with Duncan Saturday, and I played drums, and he played guitar.
That happened.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, last minute gig. It was really good.
Some dude turned 40.
Some dude turned 40, and it wasn't Frank.
Suck a ball.
It was the band was good, and then Tracy showed up, and we played all right.
Yeah. Band was good, and Tracy showed up looking like something off Mortal Kombat with that white hair.
She like Sindel from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. She threw a fireball at me.
Yeah, look at his fucking hair on it.
It's one of my pubes.
Yeah. You can put them in cornrows, huh?
No, they're old and thin.
No, I remember the first porn magazine I ever saw. It was in my dad's. It was in my dad's bedside table, and it had this one lady in there, and her pubes were cornrowed. That was my first experience with the nudie magazine.
It's Nudie Magazine Day.
Yeah, it's been a long time gone, man. In between episodes, I ended up wrestling. We never talked about that.
No.
Ended up wrestling. I gained a few
pounds.
Yeah, I did actually.
In your head?
Yeah. So after that wrestling show, I realized that I have a list of people that I want to just kick the shit out of.
First, can I show you how much I missed you? I had a Duncan shirt made.
The funny part is, like...
and we can get you one.
Yeah, if you want one, just hit us up. But he brought it to my house right before the gig, and he left it in my bathroom.
On accident.
Left it in my bathroom on accident, laid out on the counter. And my mother-in-law's there. And she, I don't know if she looked at it or not, but I'm sure she was like, so he went in the bathroom for a really long time. The second he came in with a shirt with my son-in-law's face on it. Yeah, he took a Geodude shit. It was a shit, and it was like it looked like a sea urchin, but it looked like it had arms coming out of it.
It looked like this with a tennis ball. I've never been to Duncan's house, and he was like, "Hey, you got an hour to kill between your 2 gigs. You should come by. You're close." And I walked in, and introduced myself, and then I said, "Hey, where's the bathroom?" And I went there and unleashed.
Yeah,
I had ate something horrible that day. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know, but you.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. We played at Tortuga Jack's earlier that day. It was like they're just hot. And I drank like 3 gallons of sweet tea while I was playing, and I ate the biggest taco salad I've ever seen. It had black beans and everything on it. And I had a ball peen hammer knocking at my back door all the way to your house. So I was like, just give me your address. I
Yeah.
can Google it. I don't need directions. I need to get there now.
Yeah, you know, like the packs of tobacco that you roll your own cigarettes with?
Yeah.
You just open it up. That's what your shit look like.
What I really need, Duncan, is I need someone else to come in and every time I sing a line to noodle all over me while I'm playing.
Oh, yeah?
And singing. So like, as soon as I go to sing a line,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
there's not enough of that around here.
Yeah, I should definitely noodle over you while you play. I think that'll be a good thing.
Your hat's pink.
Yeah, my hat's pink. That way, you know, like a little contrast from the wall. Even the yellow had kind of like a transformative property, reflective property with this wall, this primer wall. Which, by the way, Chris Ryder hates this wall. He was like, "I need to paint that thing or do something, hang something up."
Chris Ryder wants to build the wall.
Is there what was that rumor about Chris?
That he had a forehead extension. I think we don't talk about that enough. He commented on, he posted a new profile picture and he has a beard and he's wearing a hat and he looked like Eminem to me. So I said, wow, Eminem's cool.
Did you forget about Dre?
And he said, wow, what does it feel like to be the dumbest person ever? I said, probably. It said it's easier than being the person that knows everything.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. I went from there. Chris is going to be on the next podcast.
Chris, you're going to be on the next podcast before your album gets released.
Okay,
We're gonna
guys,
make you.
I'll be there.
Do another Chris Ryder impression.
Well, you know, I've got this new music coming out, and it's really the bee's knees.
I discovered a vlogger on YouTube, and his name is Eat That Pussy 445.
That's funny because I was 444.
What the fuck? Did you just go to Wendy's or something?
And I'm just saying I've been doing it longer than him.
Here's the Eat That Pussy 445. He poured peroxide on his man meat. All right, it's loading.
Can you get a computer that
I
works?
just poured peroxide on the head of my dick. And if you guys don't fucking believe me,
Here's the peroxide if you
here
don't
the fuck
believe
it is,
me.
dog. That peroxide is working alongside with the triple antibiotic ointment. You feel me? To take down the chafed skin and the broken skin that is known to be on the head of my dick. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you know life ass motherfucking 8th graders want goddamn shout outs, head to the fucking Cameo link down up in the fucking description box. That's if you want to. If not, I really couldn't give a fuck. I'm too busy trying to get the goddamn chafing to go away up on the head of my fucking dick.
Speaking of blistered things, a friend of mine, I won't name his name because he probably doesn't want to get named, but he watches this podcast. He says you cuss too much. You say the F word too much.
Yeah,
Where's
I do.
that shot collar? I got to bring it.
Yeah. We're going to have
He's-
an F word counter on the bottom of this episode, by the way.
Don't. Yeah, do it. I don't
Yeah, we're going to have an
I
F word
don't care.
counter, and if it gets above 10, we'll do the shot collar on the next episode.
If it gets above 10, I get to judo chop you on the throat.
Okay.
I still got to body slam you through a table.
Yeah, I still got a chest chop you, too.
We can do that in a minute.
Okay.
You know what? I don't like that ottoman. That's falling apart. I want to body slam you through that ottoman. That and it's lower to the ground because picking up your fat ass is probably going to hurt my back. I've been watching a lot of Patrice O'Neal lately. It's making me like even worse than I already am.
Yeah, he's already
love
pretty fucking
Patrice.
bad.
I love Patrice. My buddy said, "Man, I thought of a good band name, The Blistered Nipples," and it's funny.
The blistered nipples.
So whenever I played Friday, Skip couldn't make it, and neither could Mark. So we didn't have a singer. So Jason and I sang the whole night. And I said, "Thank you, everybody. I'm Frank Sykes, and this is the Blistered Nipples." Just said it out of nowhere, and everybody just kind of looked at me like, "What?" Okay, play something else. Play
All
this
right.
other
All right.
angry old dickhead or whatever his name is.
All right, so now you know what? Eat That Pussy 445. I'll just post a link below. But Superhuman, Juggalo Man, he's getting bigger now. He's taking independent wrestling bookings now.
I want to, but see, you're missing out. I want to, so is Stone Cold E.T.
Yeah.
And I want this dude and Stone Cold E.T. to make a tag team. I would, it would take over wrestling. If
I think
Stone
it
Cold
would.
E.T. And then also, I want to mention that if you didn't pay attention to our Facebook page, I proved a point how ridiculous wrestling used to be when it was in its heyday.
Are we talking about RoboCop?
I posted a video of RoboCop coming out to save Sting in a cage match. It doesn't get much better than RoboCop wrestling.
And this all came up because I said that RoboCop was the greatest movie of the late 1980s.
And I agree. I can quote it.
Yeah. It's Bitches Leave.
Bitches
one of my favorite lines.
And they had a guy named Dick Jones. And I call people Dick Jones all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody gets it. Dick Jones.
I'd buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
So, Superhuman Juggalo Man, he befriended Joey Janela, which is an AEW superstar. I think they're going to be WCW, but they're going to do it right.
Because WCW was always better to me.
Yeah, WCW, but they folded. You know what I mean? Like
they folded because they signed Hulk Hogan and paid him way too much money and some other guys.
Well, it wasn't that because they signed Hulk Hogan whenever Nitro started.
Yeah,
but the thing is, whenever they started getting like Vince Russo and Disco Inferno in the writers' room,
oh yeah,
that's when shit started going downhill.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the writing team and stuff that they got, the creative team and the talent they have, I think that they're going to be a formidable opponent for WWE.
I'm gonna start wrestling, and my move's just gonna be I'm gonna insult them till they cry.
Dude, I had an idea for a gimmick and nobody's come up with it yet, but it's the narcoleptic jobber. And it's just like the dude just gets the upper hand the whole match. Like he destroys this guy, but then at the very end, narcolepsy kicks in. He just passes out. And then the dude pins him for the 3 count.
It's like the one time that we were on tour with Starchild. I was the drummer, and we let Kenny O'Bara, the bass player, drive one time, and he fell asleep. And I woke up. We were on the wrong side of an interstate in the van. I'm in the front seat. I just start yelling at him.
Yeah.
Just start yelling.
Jeez.
He ended up he ended up pulling into a parking lot at a mall, and we cussed each other out. He said he was gonna kick my ass or something, and I just got out and slammed the door, and we started screaming at each other, and we realized there was like a crowd gathering.
Oh man.
We haven't bathed in 4 days.
They're about to world star you.
Yeah, whatever.
Man. So here's the Juggalo Man. He befriended Joey Janela, and they're elbow dropping VCRs with action figures on top of them. Just to show that he's got star power now.
I'm surprised at how small Joey Janela is.
He's a hardcore guy.
Fuck this shit! Oh, fuck!
That's how great. He got Joey Janela to do a thing, but he made his appearance in at this wrestling show, and he helped out Orange Cassidy, which looks like an in-shape version of Frank. It looks like Frank if he never ate gas station chicken.
Bitch, I'm in shape.
Here he is. The crowd is chanting, "Fuck this shit." That doesn't count. This Superhuman Man. He was a lot shorter in person, by the way. Wait for him to get. Look at him. He's.
Why is he drawing a crowd like that? I write and record original music that's awesome, and I can't get a crowd like that.
He got out of school at 2:30. Oh man, he looks literally like he's 12 years old.
He's doing good though, because I want to hit him through the screen.
He took a decent bump right there too.
That dude pushed the hell out of him.
Uh-oh. Dude gave him a stunner, man. Orange Cassidy comes out of nowhere. That's the in-shape Frank.
Didn't you say he's like the laziest guy in wrestling?
Yeah, well, watch this. Watch this dive. Orange Cassidy has the best gimmick. We're proud for Juggalo Man. We're proud for Superhuman. He's taking bookings, and people are actually digging it.
Can we challenge him to a match?
You know what? Superhuman. I'm actually a pro wrestling booker. I will book a wrestling show around you. Let's get it done.
And I'll wrestle him.
Yeah. Let's get it done, dude.
I'm the out of shape Orange Cassidy.
And I'm the out of shape Arn Anderson.
You're not even Ole Anderson.
I know I'm not Noli. I'm probably a Violent J of Insane Clown Posse in WCW.
I'm a Doink the Clown.
You're
Dink the Clown.
Dink the Clown.
I'm at least a
Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm more of a honky tonk man / 1 2 3 kid.
Yeah, you're like 1 2 3 Kid and Honky Tonk Man. I'm like Dusty Rhodes and Man Mountain Rock. Oh, by the way, I found out from you that if you put motor oil on a dog.
Okay, we got to tell the story.
All right. So I couldn't even get it out.
So someone invites me to this closed group.
It's a boomer group.
Okay.
Like you have to post like you're a boomer. And
Yeah, you have to make posts as if you're a baby boomer. So it's all like, Ethel, bring my casserole dish back and everything else. And there's like 50,000 people in this group. There's a ton of people in
Yeah,
this
it's like
group.
John took my weed eater.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in this group but Duncan and like 2 other people. I know Austin Thrift in there.
Yeah.
And so I just said,
He's really good at this because he's old.
yeah, I'm really good. I've trolled people really bad on there.
he's really good.
They get mad at me. In fact, we need to post this podcast in there.
Yeah.
So, well, you got banned. Duncan got banned for something stupid.
I got banned because I said that you can't draw the line on comedy.
Yeah. So,
Which you can't.
so I went in there and I says, hey, everybody, if you got a problem with fleas, put motor oil on your dog and rub it in. It'll kill them fleas right dead. And some lady says, don't even say that joking.
I'll say whatever.
It's obviously like it's a boomer's page. It's obviously a joke. And so I responded.
I died when I saw that. You don't know how. God, I can't.
So then everybody jumps on me. They post all this like anti-religion, like anti-Trump, anti-whatever stuff on there. And I say pour motor oil on a dog to get rid of fleas. And it pissed them all off. I mean, it pissed them right off with me. They were sending me like all kinds of hateful messages. And
for the record, I love doggos. I love the big buffing woofers. I love them to death.
I rescue animals.
Yeah, we love dogs. But the fact that's...
I'd pour motor oil on me if I was eat up with fleas.
Yeah.
I mean, like, whatever.
Did I tell you I drank motor oil one time by accident?
I believe you. I have a similar story. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Oh, yeah?
Never.
Oh.
I have no desire to because it's gross. Sorry.
Yeah. If you smoke
gross.
cigarettes, it's a bad habit. You're gross.
So,
What was it? A pack of crows is a murder and a pack of camels is why your dad left.
so I think it's funny because people get more offended about their smoking than they do pouring motor oil on dogs.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, by the way, God, see, you got to keep me focused. I'll
stay focused, bitch.
I'll tell you a story in a minute about smoking. I screamed at a guy for smoking the other day. Anyways, not like Tyrone, though.
Yeah. Keep it going. Stay on the tracks.
Shit, what was I saying?
Smoking.
No, before that. Oh, okay. So,
Smoke bad.
whenever I was a kid, the reason why I don't smoke cigarettes, my mom had a Coke can, because we're a Coke family, because Pepsi sucks. Don't ask me why Pepsi sucks.
No, Pepsi fucking sucks. Damn.
Yeah. Mom had ashed her cigarettes in it, like all day. I was outside cutting grass and doing stuff or whatever, and I come in, man, I'm thirsty. There's a little bit of Coke in there. And I said, I'm going to give me some of that Coke right there. And I grabbed it, and I shot it back, and I got a mouthful of ash.
Oh, man. I've been there.
I projectile vomited. It's really easy to make me throw up. I have a weak stomach. And I threw up for like 10 minutes. I couldn't stop heaving. And, it wasn't motor oil, thank God, because I heard that makes you like really stupid.
I heard it takes the fleas off of dogs.
I bet you don't have a flea in you.
Uh-uh.
You're flealess.
I'm flealess.
There's a joke in there. Anyways, So what I hate about smokers, let me tell you.
What do you hate about smokers?
I don't care that you smoke. It's cool. I mean, whatever, man. Smoke.
Yeah.
But what I can't stand is people that, A, ask me for a ride, get in my truck that I keep nice and new-ish, and they just light up a cigarette in my truck for no reason.
Yeah, no, you have to ask.
And like obviously I don't smoke because I'm not gross.
Yeah. You have to ask before you do that.
And then they get offended when I tell them, no, throw it out the window.
Yeah.
But I really, really hate when I'm doing something and someone comes up to talk to me with a cigarette hanging off their lip and they start blowing smoke in my face.
Hate that.
I had someone do that the other day.
Yeah.
Seriously. And this is like the third time he's done it, and I keep correcting him. He works at one of my accounts, and I'm working on the machine. He comes out, I'll tell you what, blowing smoke on me. And I just said, hey, man, you're blowing smoke on me. Oh, the wind's about to change direction. So I looked at him. I said, if you don't put that cigarette out, I'm going to spit on your face until it goes out. And he just walked away. He was angry.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, I didn't come up to you.
Yeah.
You know? What if I just walked up to people and went, and just farted in their face? If it just ground. I mean, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So pay me the same courtesy and don't blow your burnt fart air in my face.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's
yeah,
not
and
cool
it stinks. I went on a date with a chick back in the day. This is back in the 90s. And
okay.
And she was like, I don't know why that's not as relevant, but I guess I'm just saying it's something I've always stuck to.
Yeah.
And she did. Oh, she lit up a cigarette, and I was like, "You smoke?" And she was like, "Yeah." And it was like a light switch. I was like, "Okay, cool. This movie will be over in 20 minutes."
Yeah.
Whatever.
What movie was it?
Titanic.
God. Yeah.
Near, far, wherever you are, I hope you're not smoking a damn cigarette, you gross hag.
Let me just unpopular opinions. I hate that movie.
I don't care.
Yeah. I cannot stand the Titanic movie. But I do like all the folklore and stuff behind the Titanic. It's pretty dope. All them people died, dude. I love dead people in groups.
You know, speaking of, I got a new router at my house. I got one of those like 5 gigahertz, the big ones with the antennas and stuff off of it.
Nighthawk.
My house isn't haunted anymore.
Oh, yeah?
I think Wi-Fi really does kill ghosts.
Wi-Fi kills ghosts. That's why we don't see them anymore.
Because my house has been haunted.
Listen here. Everyone was laughing at me after I said that.
There's some truth to it.
There's some truth to it.
I don't think it kills them. I think they don't like it.
I think they just kind of like, okay, let's see what they're doing. You know, maybe they're just distracted at what we're doing. Like, oh, man, look at this. You know, it's all this technology. You know, you have Wi-Fi and you have, you know, streaming services and stuff. Maybe they're just really, they just really want to catch up on Breaking Bad with you. You know,
Better Call Saul was better. There's an unpopular opinion. Better Call Saul was better than Breaking Bad.
I need to catch up with Better Call Saul, but
you better.
I'm very, very excited for El Camino.
Me too.
I know you are because
Can we watch it together?
Dude,
like a date.
Actually,
as long as you don't smoke.
It's coming out on my wedding anniversary, and me and Starla's going to go to Sunray Cinemas in Jacksonville and see it. I mean, you can tag along if you want.
Can you B-list me and at least watch Downton Abbey with me?
I haven't seen a single episode of it.
Me either. I don't care. I just want to say it.
Yeah, there's that. I want to see Mad Men because everyone likes Mad Men. I don't know anything about Mad Men, but I hear it's good. Also, I saw that the Walking Dead guys, I'm not a Walking Dead guy, but I saw that they confirmed a rumor about the blue meth being the cause of all the zombies.
Really?
Yeah, I think he did it as a joke. He confirmed it as a joke, but I'll take it.
Cool.
Yeah, they were like, it was a fan theory. Like, what if the blue meth in Breaking Bad is the thing that causes a zombie outbreak? I still don't want to watch Walking Dead, but
I watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Walking Dead up until after the prison, and then it was just a snore fest after that. Don't bore us. Get to the chorus. You know what I'm saying?
It's so cool.
Yeah, no, just don't spend.
You watch Rick and Morty?
I love Rick and Morty. You're the Rick to my Morty.
So boring.
You haven't watched a single episode.
I know I haven't.
You should totally.
I liked it better when it was Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy was great. You are the Ren to my Stimpy.
You brought a vegan.
Oh man.
I ate a
Whatever-
vegan burger the other day, actually.
What, the Impossible Whopper?
No, my wife made one, but it was like supposed to be the same thing.
It was was it like a hockey puck or?
I think it's supposed to be the same thing.
Did you eat it with cheese on it, dude?
My wife didn't make it. My aunt made it. My bad. My aunt made it.
It's like, do you have like?
But it was good.
Yeah.
My aunt made it.
Yeah. The Impossible Whopper's pretty good.
I mean, it's like, but you're trying to make it taste like meat.
I think that's a good gateway for some people who want to.
I don't know why Burger King, they're missing a very easy target here where they could just say, you can't beat our meat.
Well, I mean, Arby's is really close in that we have the meat, but it's not good. You need to reference it to a, to a big old dong.
A pecker.
I think Arby's is more associated with vagina lips, though.
Can we take like a 30-second break? Rick's outside. I want to let him in.
Okay, Rick's outside. Do we have to rearrange things?
No, I don't think he wants to be on the show.
Okay.
I think he just wants to watch us and touch himself. Rick Bennett's in the audience.
Yeah, Rick Bennett's in the audience.
He's our first audience member.
He's doing some applause.
He's dressed extra dad today. Got on some burgundy pants. An outfit.
Man, I want some burgundy pants.
You want some Burger King is what you want.
I want some Burger King pants.
You are a Whopper.
Dude, did you ever play those Burger King Xbox games? You remember they had like 3 Xbox games for a while after the 360 came out.
I'm not so fat that I know about video game food. Or food
No, they
video.
advertised it heavily. Like Xbox paid them a lot of money to advertise this thing. You're just eating some M&M's.
I'm eating M&M's.
I can hear it over the headphones.
These are W&Ws. Here's some. Wait, you haven't done MSRP with me lately.
ASMR?
Your mom loves that sound. I mean yours. I mean everybody's mom loves
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
What was that? What did I say earlier? I couldn't remember the Nelson Mandela effect.
No, you said...
I called it the Morgan Freeman.
No,
but
you said, what's that thing that they associate with Morgan Freeman? And I was like...
When you can't
the
remember
Mandela
something?
effect.
I was born a poor black child.
And he walked up the road. That's him reading the Pelican Brief or some shit.
I can do a good Morgan
Spurlock?
Morgan
you can
Davis
eat McDonald's every day for 30 days.
I can do a Morgan Freeman impersonation.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
Look at these penguins.
Hey, I'm black and I still got freckles. Ain't that cool?
You know, there's a rumor going around that he's Jimi Hendrix. That's the rumor. That's it.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Yeah, people say that Morgan Freeman is Jimi Hendrix. Morgan Freeman also has a bee farm. He's saving bees.
I thought you said he had a beef arm.
Yeah, dude. Well,
Like he had a big beefy arm.
well, I know that humans taste like beef.
They call us the long pig.
The long pig.
Long pig. The cannibals, that's what they called.
Oh,
Long pig.
man.
They call you round pig.
That's
They just call you
that's what we
pig.
call. That's what I called my old drummer Josh.
Long pig?
Because he has a notoriously long wiener. I don't know. We call him
How
long
many times have you
pig.
brought up how big another guy's pecker is on his show?
One other time.
You sure it's just one?
Yeah, that was Marcus Van. And Marcus Van, shout out to you again.
My kid is 2
Yeah.
and a half, and she drew a picture for a lady that works at a place that I can't name.
Yeah.
And it was a rocket ship with a smiley face on it. And she literally wrote it and drew it and gave it to her because my kid's sweet, but it just looks like a giant pecker. It has like a propeller on the back. complete. And I went there and they have it hanging up publicly.
Oh man, do you remember Death to Smoochie?
Yes.
You remember the beginning part where they had the cookies and this one kid pulled it was a dick. It was a dick, and he was like, "Oh look, it's a dagger." Shout out to Death to Smoochie. No one ever references that movie anymore.
Wasn't Robin Williams in that?
Yeah, he was.
Didn't he kill Smoochie?
I think he did. I need to watch that movie again. It's been a while since I've seen it. I saw Rat Race the other day.
He just had 5 weeks off.
Yeah, you know what
Where
I've been
you
doing?
been?
I've been catching up with Breaking Bad. Just catching up with Breaking Bad and playing Cuphead. And getting zoinked in Washington.
Zoinked.
They're getting old zoinked in Washington because it's all legal over there. When in Rome.
You know, a lot of people compare us to the Joe Rogan podcast, although we have nothing in common.
Yeah, I don't know. Where did Rick go?
We don't. Rick's over there. He's texting himself.
Oh, I thought he threw like a smoke screen down like a ninja and just jumped in the rafters.
He's Googling himself to make sure he's still relevant.
He's Googling his Yahoo.
He's looking up Rough Boys by Pete Townsend.
Man, that's a good song.
Running the streets. Did you see where that band commented on our thing that said that?
What, the Traveling Riverside Band?
Where they said,
Obviously.
I can't make a comparison to that. And I said, this is the best lyrics ever. That's the best one.
He said, I want to bite and kiss you. And he bites at a guy playing pool.
I mean, there was actually, I remember him explaining what that song is actually about. Seriously.
It's about fucking dudes.
No,
It's not about fucking dudes. What's it
Well,
about?
kinda.
It's definitely about fucking dudes.
It's about how he can. So Pete was coming out of the late
Closet.
50s, early 60s because
Yeah.
he was like the man. And then all these mods were coming up. All these like clones of him were coming up. That's why in the video they're all sort of dressed like he did in the 60s.
Yeah.
And he felt like he was being replaced by these cool kids that were coming up and playing guitar and mimicking him. Seriously.
Yeah.
And so he's basically saying like, you're nothing to me. I could just screw you. You know, you're nothing. Get out. And he says, and that's what he says, I'm gonna get inside you. I can't defend this anymore.
Yeah, you can't defend that.
But
he
seriously,
says,
that's
I
what
want
it's
to get
supposed to-
inside you, and then he says that there's rough toys in the sheets or something like that.
Yeah. What's your point?
And then he says, I want to bite and kiss you. Not that he can bite and kiss you, but that he wants to bite and kiss you.
Okay, so if you're so hit with the LGBTQ community, what does all the letters stand for?
Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer. It really is. Look it up, dude.
Okay.
Queer.
And it's not, I'm not homophobic. I don't care. Like, and most people say, man, I don't care. I ain't homophobic. And they're really like homophobic, whatever. But
You know
I
the
honestly,
people-
dude, I could care less who you sleep with, who you love, anything. I don't even care if you like me. Like, that's how much
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care. You know, that guitar solo makes up for it, though.
Does it?
I bet you $10 you can't play that guitar solo.
I bet you $20 I can play it.
I bet you can't. I can.
Yeah.
I played it and made TW laugh so hard. I played it in the middle of a show in a whole different song, but it was in the same key.
Yeah.
And I played that guitar solo, and he just died laughing. He dropped his drumsticks and everything. He's like, I quit.
That's such a good song. The album is not as good as I thought it was. I listened to the whole album.
Empty Glass? You don't like it?
I do like it, but there's some songs.
You also like Five Finger Death Punch.
No, I hate Five Finger Death Punch.
That album's good. I don't care what you
No,
say.
there's
You need to
a-
listen to it.
there's a few
It had Let
songs.
My Love Open the Door.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it,
no,
for
that's a
God's
great
sake.
song. I'm not saying I hate the album. I'm just saying there's certain songs
Is
that
that
could have
gay
been
too?
left out.
He's talking about someone's anus. When he sings out of key real bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes walking through the streets of this city. When he sings like that,
Yeah.
he's been out all night
Yeah.
banging dudes and snorting coke off their butts. I don't like Eric Clapton, so I'm not shocked.
Yeah. He was in the band called Cream. It was a Cream Dream.
I heard he was in the Cream Casket Companions.
The Cream. Can we get Sean on the show?
What's that got to do with it?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of other future guests.
Sure.
We can get Sean. We can get Jesse. We can get Jody Parrott.
Will they show up?
Jody might. Jody was a drummer for Hat and Steel for a little while. I like Jody.
I just want Chris Ryder to come on here. He can't help. He's like,
Listen here.
look, he just can't help but talk about himself. So if
Listen
we
here.
give him an opportunity, we'll
Yeah.
say, we're going to give you a microphone. You can talk about yourself. He's
Chris
gonna be on
Ryder.
here.
Chris Ryder is welcome on the show. What was that band y'all were in? Asshole Gasket or something?
Haystack. Hayshaker.
Crowbar? Thoughtmaster. Thoughtmaster 5000. Dude, you know
Cum dumpster.
Power Man 5000. You remember Power Man
Dumpster
5000?
Yes, I remember.
God.
Getting organized. Remember that?
They're as bad as Static X was.
That's why I'm mad. Like that made them a lot of money. That song, and then you got this dude on here, the Juggalo Man, and they're making money.
Dude, Superhuman is making some money with some pro wrestling bookings.
And
that's the thing. Also, Eat That Pussy 445. He doesn't have to work anymore. He's just getting paid from YouTube, just making these things. Eat That Pussy 445. We would be Eat That Pussy 446 if it means that we would get make our living off of YouTube.
Sure. I'll even bring the Kicks 96 desk.
Eat That Pussy Kicks 96.
I brought it back down because everybody wanted to see it again.
Yeah. It's a legend.
It's got rust all over it, and like it keeps cutting my leg.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I bought a nice chair to go with it.
That's a nice
That's
chair.
why I won't let you sit in it.
That's a nice chair.
I have to put plastic down for you to sit on it.
You afraid I'll leave a just a silhouette of myself on it?
There was like a grease stain in your shower when I went there the other day.
Yeah, I don't take that. I don't shower in that one.
I can tell.
Yeah, I shower in mine. The bathroom with the bidet in it that you said. I don't want to do that. That's gay.
Yeah. I'm blasting this bathroom. Say, hey, use the other bathroom. It's got a bidet. And I said, why? So I can feel gay?
Yeah.
What does a bidet have to do with an ass doctor?
I'll tell you. The water pressure is so hard that it'll feel like someone's shoving their entire fist up your ass. The Nissan Quest, I call it. 5 in the back.
I think I'm good, man. I'll just.
Yeah, you think you're good, man?
I got plenty of back pressure. All I need
Yeah?
is my magnesium citrate. I'm good.
Oh, well, I tell you, dude.
And you still won't do it.
I did it. I'm
But
still
still
editing.
not-
I'm still editing the footage.
You just had 5 weeks off. How are you still editing footage?
Because I was doing shows, looking for a job. Which, by the way, I got a job.
Looking for a job. We're Frank and the Jobless.
Yeah, Frank and the job. We were Frank and the Jobless there for a little while. I work at K-Bay 106.3 now, the radio station.
Yep. I work for myself.
Yeah,
Still do.
yeah,
I get paid to roast people.
that's good.
Hey, in fact, we'll start a Patreon. Is that not the Patreon? What's the thing where people can give you money?
Patreon,
Okay.
Patreon, GoFundMe. We'll also do Cameo too.
Let's start that, and if you pay us $5, we'll roast anybody you want.
Yeah, anybody, even give us their phone number. We'll video us calling.
Not for
them.
$5.
We'll Sam Kennison this shit.
For $20, we'll call them.
Yeah, $5 we'll just roast them in a video. $20 we'll actually call them physically, record it, and post it.
And for $10, we will call anyone you want, and we'll give them bad news.
Yes,
But it has to be real. Like, are you cheating on someone and you want us to tell them?
yeah, that's the thing. We can be professional bad news breakers. So if you just don't have the heart to tell somebody something,
And you can tell us which one of us you want it to be. If you
Yeah.
want me or the jobber.
yeah, either
Just
one.
say, hey,
if
look,
you want
I've
the
been-
mayor or the comptroller, you know.
Just say, hey, I'm going to quit my job. We'll call and quit your job for you.
Yeah.
Do you want me to cuss your boss out? $50.
Do you want me
I'll
to
call.
cut? Do you want me to cut your balls out?
I want to rip your balls off like a
$2.
paper sack or whatever you said,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like a wet napkin.
That's a good segue because I need to talk some shit about these wrestlers.
Yeah,
So,
so nobodies.
Yeah, these nobodies. I'm
Bunch of
talking
nothings.
bunch of nothings. I'm talking. So after I did that wrestling match, the Battle Royal for Sunbelt Wrestling Entertainment, I noticed that there's this one guy in the back, and his name was Hold My Beer Hansen. Yeah, he's a patriot. He's a new guy, and that's all there is to it. He just has a really punchable face. He kicked me in the ring, but that's about all he did. I threw him in the corner. I threw him in the corner. I gave him a good old chest chop. Then he kicked me in the face, and then that was the thing that got me eliminated. That was the gateway of the thing that got me eliminated.
We're a legit tag team.
Yeah,
actually,
we're
it's
a
the
legit
funny
tag
thing.
team. And
We want to
Frank-
get into wrestling.
Yeah, and also, well, he wants to get into wrestling. I want to get back into wrestling. So Hold My Beer Hansen.
Insert
he's on
my
shit
drop
list.
kick right here.
Hold My Beer Hansen's on my shit list. Chris Nelms, he's the GWE world champion.
I don't even know you, but your moms are ugly.
Oof. Chris Nelms is too scared to wrestle me in a bull rope match. I want to wrestle him in an old school Dusty Rhodes bull rope match, dude.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's too fucking scared. He's too scared. And I told him, he said I didn't have the balls, and I told him I would have 5 of them after I ripped his nuts off like a paper towel. And then there's Charlie Anarchy. He's on my list too. Justin Legend's on my list. Ryan Murdoch's on my list.
Is that one guy that said that I was poor and he wouldn't wrestle me unless I gave him $500?
Oh, Morgan Davis III. You know what? I want to wrestle Morgan Davis III too.
You just want to wrestle a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just want to make a statement. You know, I want to have Uncle Frank there with a bullhorn and a whistle to distract the ref.
Rape whistle.
Yeah. Ooh, those things are loud. Do you remember Walmart used to sell those things like hotcakes? The one in Hazelhurst sure
a lot
did.
of raping going on. I heard that they broke into the Walmart in Middleburg, Florida, and stole all the rape whistles and threw them away.
I heard whenever the hurricane happened, the only way to evacuate Miami was to throw soap at it.
The hurricane did $1,000 worth of improvements to Hortense.
Yeah.
They cleaned my yard up for me. They messed up somebody else's.
Man, it feels like the hurricanes are getting worse and worse, and I feel like they're about to do a hell of an improvement to the United States by knocking Florida off of it.
Well, no, Mike Pence said it. I mean, and he's a president or whatever.
Gay people are dumb. Is that what he said?
He said that we get in hurricanes because there's gay people.
I don't like to get political. I'll just say fuck religion and eat the rich, and that's as far as I'll go with it. And Mike Pence is a
I heard Mike Pence used to chug caskets of cum.
Now, speaking of chugging, did you see that photo that I shared on the Frank and the Jobber page?
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
That one chick.
I could taste that photo.
She was chugging like a trash bag, like they were just throwing their drinks away, and there's just this swill of nastiness at the bottom of the trash bag. She's chugging all of the nastiness out the bottom of that trash bag.
Somebody probably was like, I'll buy you a pack of Pall Malls if you drink all that.
I bet someone was like, I'm going to marry her one day.
I'm going to buy her some meth later. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's methamphetamine. You ever fucked a man?
No.
Be serious. Man, it's 2:44 in the afternoon. I haven't ate yet. I'm fixing to eat breakfast and lunch, or as you like to call it, blunch. You are blunch.
Blunch? Blubbity blush.
Hey, blubbity blunch. That's a... Hey, that could be my wrestling name. I'll just be blunch.
You just be blunch?
I'm blunch.
Duncan Wayne and Blunch.
No one's going to know what that is. I don't care. Duncan Wayne and blunch.
Yeah. I think... What the fuck was that?
I think Rick farted.
Is Rick opening the washing machine?
Hey, man, get out of my washing machine. I got shit to wash in there. I got stuff on the wash. I don't care. We'll see you at this age, you piece of shit.
If I get there.
You probably won't. You're gonna be in a wheelchair when you're my age.
I might be.
And I'm gonna piss all over you. Like every time you see you, and you're gonna be like,
dude, I'm gonna take my colostomy bag out and wing it at you.
You're gonna be like,
Oh, I'm having such a good day today. I'm out and about,
and I'm just gonna come on and just whip my dick out and just piss all over your back and run.
Oh man. On that note.
Suck a butt.
Suck a butt.
Eat
suck
a
a ball. Go stand in the corner and die. You piece of shit.
We need to revisit some of the old episodes.
I think we do. You know, our next episode is going to be a variety show. We're going to do the best of all of our episodes so far. Who do you want to be the moderator? Do you want Jason Chancey to be the moderator? Who do you want to be the moderator for that episode? I feel like somebody should interview us.
I want Jason to be the moderator.
Okay. So I feel like Jason should interview us about these episodes.
Okay.
It'll be a reason to make him watch all of our episodes before that episode, because we need an interview for all these wonderful episodes.
You're not as good as Joe Rogan.
Listen here, Jogan, you need to watch the Black Keys episode. It's really good.
I'm going to fight Joe Rogan. I'm calling Joe Rogan out.
Joe Rogan.
I'll fight you.
You know what rhymes with Joe Rogan?
Faith Jackson.
Fuck Faith Jackson.